So hello, welcome back to RS Thinks. I'm still at the Fully Charged show, and in this video we're going to look at the ID.BUZZ. Now, I'm really enthusiastic about the ID.BUZZ. Since it was shown in the concepts a few years ago, I thought this is an absolutely fantastic car. So to be here and looking at it now is just fantastic. So I'll give you an overview like I normally do, starting at the front, looking at the side, going inside, looking at the boot. Starting at the front, we've got matrix headlights, which same as the ID3, ID4. We've got the indicator underneath, and we've got the light strip that goes all the way across, which I really like on my car. So on this one, looks really cool, and it's following the family design. We've also got parking sensors at the bottom, and we've got the sensor at the front down here for the adaptive cruise control. Really nice grille. It's following the shapes again on the ID3, ID4. We've also got a useful duct around the side to channel air around the side of the car. Now, just looking at the front, you can see it really harks back to the VW buses of old with the two-tone paint and the almost smiley face. You've got the smile kind of going around the bottom there, which I think is a really cool feature. This one appears to also have the 360-degree camera, in as much we've got the camera at the front, and I can see we've got the camera also underneath the wing mirrors too. Just before we look down the side, I'll just point out that this has got a 82 kilowatt hour battery with 77 kilowatt hours usable. It's got the same motor in the rear as the ID4, ID3, so that's the 150 kilowatt hour motor giving 204 PS. And the dimensions are, it's 4.7 meters long, 1.9 meters tall, and 1.9 meters wide. That's not including the mirrors. So if you've seen my videos before, I'm going to sit in the back now and see how much room I've got. I've already adjusted the driver's seat for my comfort, so let's have a sit inside. Oh, this is brilliant. Just look how much room we've got here. This is by far the most room I've ever had sitting in the back of a car, but then again, it is quite huge. We've got this much between my knees and here. And we've also got the added bonus if we can actually slide the seats as well. So had it been slightly further forward, I could have moved it back, which is great. In the back of the seat here, we've got a pocket at the top, again, similar to the ID3, ID4. We've also got a tray table here that we can move up, and I can actually use it because my knees go underneath it, which is fab. And we've also got a lower seat pocket down here with more stuff. Looking in the center down here, there's no air vents or anything, but there is a really nice cool drawer that's just come out. There's no USB sockets down here either. I'm just going to close the door. I'll see if we've got any USB sockets in the door. And no, there isn't. There is a plate down here that could imply that it's an option, and this would be the best place to put it. You have got a little tray here, so if you are going to charge your phone, you can slot it in the tray, possibly plug it in there. You've got a lower section down here for storage too, which is great. Speaker down here. Also got the button here to do the electric doors, open and close. Grab handle on the back, and another one here, which is another lever to open the door. So two levers to open the doors. Bit strange. Looking at the center, there's no center armrest on this model. It may be a optional extra. I'll have to check that out. Seats really comfortable. They've got this really kind of 3D kind of textured panel here in the middle. It looks and feels really nice. We've also got ISOFIX in here, so family orientated car, you can put your car seats in. And the seat does look quite wide, so unfortunately I can't see ISOFIX in the middle, but you probably could get 3 seats here next to each other. You've probably got the tethers on the back of the seat, but we'll have a look at those in a minute. So yeah, I think this is really nice, really comfortable, good position. I can see all round, even out the back, through the side window, round the front, so really good field of vision for passengers. So yeah, really great place to be. So we're at the rear of the vehicle now, which I think looks fantastic. We've got the LED wraparound headlights. We've got the light bar going the full width of the car, which seems to be a classic sort of signature thing now for the VW cars, the MEB ones. We've got huge VW logo here, which is really cool, and we've got a really nice contrasting ID.BUZZ logo in white, which is cool. Underneath here we've got the reversing camera and then usual assortment of parking sensors on the back as well. So the boot of the ID.BUZZ is absolutely huge. As you can see, I can fit inside it and I've got a ton of room. I could probably even sleep in here. It's 1,121 litres with the seats up and 2,205 litres with the seats down. And you could definitely sleep in here. We've got a 12-volt socket on this side. We've got a blanking plate here that if you fit the tow bar, you press this, the tow bar will slide down underneath. Now, I was complaining about the lack of USB sockets in the seating area just in the rear. We've actually got them here. So there's a USB-C socket in this side and a USB-C socket this side here. So not sure why they're in the boot, and they're actually facing this way. So if you're going to run a cable, it's going to have to loop back to charge your daughter's tablet, phone, whatever it is. It's a flat floor, which is great for loading. We've got loading hooks here, 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 and here. And we've got these plastic inserts you can do so you can make things not slide around in the back. And we've got really cool little VW ID.BUZZ sort of logos in the trim here, left and right. It looks like we've got a subwoofer here as well, because it's not on the other side, so it's probably got a really good stereo system as well. And we've got usual parcel shelf here that retracts over. But yeah, really, really big boot. So also at the rear we've got these 3 fetching trim pieces, which again are a throwback to the original microbus. They were originally air vents on the original one, and they've also got the shape that we've seen in the front bumper and also on the other ID models. As with all MEB platform cars, we've got the charger on the rear driver's side for UK. We've got Type 2 and we've got CCS in there. With Type 2 single phase AC, it'll charge at 7.4 kilowatts. 3-phase AC is 11 kilowatts and DC is 170 kilowatts. And for that you'll get a range of approximately 250 miles WLTP. EV Database is giving another estimate of 210 mile range. So let's have a look at the interior. It's got the usual ID look and feel in as much as we've got the screen in the middle, same steering wheel, we've got the haptic feedback buttons on the steering wheel as well, and we've got the same, let's call it instrument binnacle behind too. Although this does have the addition of the battery percentage on there next to the battery symbol, which is coming in an update to the other ID models soon. The seat, very comfy. It's like captain's chair. You've got armrests on both sides, which is quite cool. And then let's look at center console. They have what they call the Buzz box here, which is a totally removable box. You press the button here, the whole thing comes out. You can even spin it around because there's a drawer at the front and there's a fold down compartment at the back, which is again a really cool idea. Just underneath here we've got cup holders and we've got a little bit of storage behind, so you could put a phone or something else you wanted to put in there, like some food or whatever, which is cool. We've also got some USB-C sockets just down here, and just beneath those there's kind of like a area where you can put a phone in for wireless charging as well. What else we got? We got usual lights at the top. We've got buttons for the doors, for the SOS calling and everything. Really like the dash. The dash has got kind of, it's smooth, but it looks a bit like a wood finish, metallic wood, which looks really cool. Lots of chrome everywhere. Lots of coloured accents. So you've noticed the seats and some of the trim in the dash mimics the colour of the car outside as well, which I think is a really cool touch. Personally, I'd love to see a red version of this. I think it would be really good. Also in the seats, we've got an ID logo here, which isn't embossed like in the ID.4. It's more of like a rubber thing that's been attached to it. Again, looks really cool. Air vents, we've got air vents both underneath here and on the top. So unlike the ID.3 of my car, we've just got air vents on sort of like lower underneath the screen on mine. You've got the top ones too. Again, they look really nice buttons on there, really good design. One thing I have noticed that I haven't fixed from the previous ID cars is that these buttons here don't actually light up when you turn your lights on. I've got the side lights on at the moment, and if I cover them up, I can see that there's no lighting underneath here at all. So I thought they would have fixed that, but they haven't. Also in the dash, you've got the buttons to open and close the rear doors. You've got the left, the right, and you can actually turn it off, so if you've got children in the back, then they can't open the doors. So usually with the MEB platform cars, we don't get a decent glove box, but this being a left-hand drive car, we do get the full width glove box. That being because the fuses are on the left-hand side on the driver's car, where they don't encroach into any storage space, but when they do the conversion, they keep the fuses on the left-hand side. So this is really cool. Why can't we get it on the other right-hand drive cars? It'd be such a big addition to have. So that was a really brief overview of the ID.BUZZ. It's a car I've really wanted to see in the flesh, so to be able to see it at the Fully Charged show here has been absolutely fantastic. Also say thank you to the guys on the stand, because they've let me have access. Nobody's come on the stand while I've been here, which has been fantastic. I'd really like a test drive in this, so VW, if you're listening, you know where to find me. That'd be great. There's no news on how much this is actually going to cost.
I'm just going to jump in here and say, at the time of editing this video, the ID.BUZZ prices have been revealed. I'll show these on screen now. For the first edition, you can see it's £62,995. Obviously there's no government grant on this, and this is for the 77 kilowatt hour battery, which VW are badging as standard range.
If you're interested, I suggest you register with VW, and you'll know as soon as everybody else knows. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.